So hey guys, hope you're doing great. Hey guys, hi. How was your day? How was your day? We'll wait for the guest to join. So we have a different guest today all around. So we have a songwriter and we have an entrepreneur. She's been doing a lot of work, and we'll see how the interview goes. I'm also just curious on how this goes. How was your day, guys? Was it doing good or? I know it's a weekend. It's a weekend you used to enjoy. We used to enjoy a lot in the weekends, right? Mostly enjoy on the weekends. So if you have any questions to ask the guest, you can please put that in the questions tab so that we will be able to answer. If there are any, if there are any. So we have not bad, bored. Yeah, it's been boring. Yeah, it's been boring from the pandemic, which has started in the March. Yeah. No, many people get bored, right? So when many people have plenty of time that they have, and they don't know how to use it, and they get really bored. Yeah, absolutely. I will invite the guest then. So yeah, no, it's been a long time since we had the live. So
Hello, hello.
hi,
Uh,
yeah, doing great, doing
let me
great.
see really quick.
How's your day? How's your day?
Good. You're gonna love. Now, where are you from?
Okay.
Hello.
Can you please check on the connectivity or something?
I love these filters.
Is it good on your side?
Let's
Yes,
see
mine is good.
the internet. Let me see. I feel like it's fairly good. I'll keep turning around to see. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, now it's good,
That's better there. All
but
right.
still,
Hi.
yeah. Hi.
Thank you for having me.
So how's the Halloween good?
Oh.
Yeah, it's been great.
Wait, I'm going to turn this up a little bit here. Hello, hello. Is that better? I know it's
Yeah,
like because
you know,
Krish. Thanks to Ooh,
yeah, now it's good. Now it's good.
the internet. My. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, now
It's a
it's
little
good.
delayed.
Fine.
Can you hear that? So you were asking if it's Halloween.
Okay.
Were you asking if it's Halloween here?
Yeah,
Yes.
how's the Halloween day?
It was Halloween. It's a little different this year, but we still got dressed up and went to a few places, because you got to kind of
Okay.
still keep be safe, but like there's so much in my opinion to be said about like keeping your mental state super healthy. And that's, I mean, who doesn't like the holidays are ways for us to celebrate, right? And when you are
Exactly.
mentally happy, I personally feel like when you're mentally happy, you tend to be more healthy, right? Because you're pulling yourself out of
Yeah.
all that stuff there. So we did, yeah. I got kind of taken down by my child, who decided that. And I was like, oh, I was trying so hard to not. I was like, you don't want to make me green. I was like, I want to make you green. I was like, all right, just do it. If you'll see, I put a video up, and it was like he just like manhandled my face, just like grabbed,
Okay.
slathered green all over it. But
Yeah, I was in the post. I was in the post.
yeah, you see that there? It was fabulous. Hi. Oh, you know what I just see here? Skiridan, how are you? Hi, guys. It's so good. I love doing lives with people. It makes it so much more fun.
Yeah, exactly. We need some to do something fun, right? So this pandemic, to keep ourselves happy, we have to do something, and it's really difficult in this pandemic period, right? When people are not moving out and you don't interact with people around and you don't get any socially, you don't get involved with anyone. You're just being there, doing your work, and it's been a really hard time for me since from the mat. So that's how I came up with the idea that we'll connect with people and see how their thoughts is going on, and that's how it started.
Oh, cool. To kind of get people engaged, right? Because where are you? Like, what's the time now?
It's around nine of the night.
9 at night.
Evening.
Isn't that crazy? Here's like 11. And we have the time difference. So it's so funny I love talking to people from around the world. I think it's so fun. And it's also so crazy to think about, like, oh my God, it's 9 o'clock there. And it's like, my day starting and yours is like, I don't know where you're at. I'm a night person. I'm like up every night till like 12, 1 o'clock. I swear each night too, I'm like, I'm going to get to bed earlier. I'm trying really hard
Okay.
to retrain that, but I don't know. Do you get to bed early, or are you like a night owl?
Both. I do sometimes I wake up at early for the work, and if there is a work coming up and I still do the night is always a great time since you don't get a lot of distractions from people around, right? So you don't have to do anything, you just sit there and do the work and you finish the job. So that is a beauty of doing work at night. Exactly.
You like working at night. I know there's something, I don't know. I had a recent realization about, because I did a challenge. Did you do the challenge? Is that how we kind of connected? Did you do Grant's challenge? Grant Cardone?
No.
Okay.
I did
love him.
that.
He's super
I
badass.
watched. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't mean to cut you
His
off.
videos are awesome.
I didn't mean to cut you off. You were saying what was that? Hello. Hello. I see some of my guys on here. I love my guys. I love you all. And I hope for those who don't know, my name is Patrice, that are part of your, I don't know, I'm like singer, songwriter, business owner, mom, wife,
Okay.
fitness junkie. There we go. So I need to look more like my fitness junkie side of self, but I love working out. Do you like working out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
What's your favorite thing to do working out?
So it's not on the gym, but it's difficult to work out without a gym, right? So in this pandemic, there is gyms are closed, and we shift ourselves to do something at our home. We shift everything to our home, and it's kind of difficult to get used to this kind of a thing, right? So we never sit at the home. We don't spend time much. We don't spend much time at the home, right? You get a job, go there, you work, come back, sleep, and then again get up and go to the work. And that is the routine of most people. Most people have the same routine. They don't spend time in the home, and they don't know even how to manage things at home. So when this pandemic came, most people are they never thought about shifting everything to the home and having a routine time, and you get a lot of time. You get a lot of time. You Since traveling time is reduced, and you get a lot of time to do your work, learn new skills. Maybe you can try out some new hobbies. Maybe if possible, if you're interested. And this is the right time to, get, enrich yourself, read some books, see motivational videos, and do something that can change your life in the future. So that is all about. I think that I take this pandemic is a positive way of changing our life. So this is the right time for me since I'm graduating out right now. I can choose that which career path that I'm gonna go in, and I was really happy to it is not in a bad way, but I'm happy to be in the pandemic that I'm learning a lot. So learning a lot, it's the thing.
You know what? I think that's total. That's been my approach. I forget who I was talking to, and someone was saying something, and I know a lot of people, and I know everyone's taking it differently, and I know everyone's life situations are differently, right? Different circumstances that are causing them to approach this or handle or deal with this pandemic in different ways. But I actually was looking back, and some of you might be like, "Oh my God, I'm going to kill you, Patrice." But I was looking back, and I was like, you know what? I'm actually really happy. Like you're saying, I'm happy this happened. Well, let me take that back. I have utilized the time. I don't want to say I'm happy this has happened because that's not that's not what I want to say. But because other things could happen that could lead to bettering yourself, right? And I think the big thing for me too with this is that wait a second, I shouldn't be looking at pandemics to be doing self-betterment type situations, taking on different classes, challenging myself. And I found since March that's really been the case. I'm like, oh wow, I've really kind of taken the opportunity with this. And I think anyone listening that's still in the funk with everything, that's still kind of like trying to figure out what to do with this, I coach, so I'm not only a singer songwriter, but I work with artists. I teach singing and artist development, and I always tell my guys, I'm like, there are so many people giving free seminars, doing podcasts, like jump on board with this because we wouldn't have these opportunities if we weren't in this situation. I've been able to connect with people that I wouldn't be able to connect with because, in the music industry, it's a different situation, right? In the arts industry, like a lot of people are doing things that they normally wouldn't be doing. So I think like you and me, that's cool. I think if people can kind of look at it and go, okay, I'm not going to let this defeat me. I heard this and I thought this was so brilliant, and I'll share this here. Life doesn't stay the same. Nothing ever stays the same, right? Life's always changing and evolving and things like that. So it's either going to go like this or like this. And I think for me, that's a huge thing to go, I'm not going to let this take me here. I'm going to take this and go here. And so that's why signing up for classes, doing challenges that I've been doing, and I'd encourage everyone to do that, to kind of take this and go, okay, great, this is happening, this is our reality, this is our world right now, but what can I do and how can I take this to grow, this opportunity to grow? So, yeah.
That's been great. So that's how you learn things. Learning new things takes time, and now we have the right time to express our thoughts, or maybe, as you said, you podcast, do live seminars, you participate in challenges and take up something new and challenge yourself with anything that's around internet. So there are tons of materials and tons of challenges to take up, and that's how you develop and grow yourself, right? So
Yeah.
it's been a great time, in this pandemic, developing our skills, and it's connecting with people, right? So at the end, the skills or the nothing matters than connecting with people and sharing your thoughts, and that is a great thing that you can give back to the community, or you can just give
Yeah.
back as a token of love for the society. That's it. That's how
Cool.
that's the main objective, or giving back is most people do that. Most people, when they go to certain level, and they just want to teach others how to come up in life, or how to grow their business, or how to do the marketing thing. And there are a number of courses that are available, and you can take that up as well. So it's been a great time, and it's been great. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to see with the people. We've got some people on here. Hello, hello. I'd love to see, do you ever, what everyone's been doing? Has anyone been taking, like, I'll look at the chat here. Anyone taking any classes? Anyone doing anything that they've kind of grown from this situation? It's always fun to see different ways that you can kind of, anyone pick up any cool hobbies, right? You were talking about that earlier. That you picked up some cool right? That you've taken on this opportunity rather than all the traveling and take that there. We'll see if someone drops it. Sometimes people don't. I always think it's fun. I love, like I said, I love chatting, and I think seeing all the different things people can do. So, that
People
didn't come
seems to be
through.
bored. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go. I talked and it cut it off. And I'm like, what were you saying?
So most people get bored since they have a lot of time, right? So they have a lot of time at their home since they don't know how to use their time and how to schedule it. And the time management is the key. Since you have a lot of time with you, and time managing is the one of the key things that you can have in your life or cultivate in yourself to make yourself, make your life better and better.
Yeah. Now, where you're at? Is it still? Are you in lockdown or is it somewhat open?
Sorry.
Where you are you in complete lockdown, or is it that your area is semi-open or open?
No, we are okay right now. We are okay right now. Now our city is pretty much clean. We are in a lockdown situation, but still, most people are they are going out, and usually things happen. But schools and colleges and those things are closed down. So,
Okay.
but it is back. It is coming back, and it's been we are rolling out things, and month by month they are rolling out things, and I hope maybe in 3 months of span we will get back to our normal life. So
Yeah.
that's how it is.
It may hopefully be better. I think that's going to be the theme of today, right? I know for me, I haven't been on live in a bit. I really love doing live. So thank you for pushing me, because this opportunity, when you reached out, actually kind of forced me to be like, all right, let me do this here. And I think that could be a cool theme for today, is be like, hey, you know what? We kind of both came together. We hadn't previously met each other, and we're across the world. And I think it's so cool that you're seizing, taking this opportunity to grow, and that's what I'm trying to do. And to your fans, my fans, to all the people that follow, I mean, hopefully, sending you lots of positive energy, and I hope that you are taking this time to learn and grow and better yourself. Because if you're not, this is the big thing too, with so many things happening. I know around me there's like so many things happening, and what sticks with me and what really resonates is the idea of, if I could get sucked into all the drama and all of the craziness happening. And I think it's one thing to be aware, but then it's a whole nother thing to let that affect me personally on my everyday life. That's not going to make me a better person. So I think being aware, but going, no, how can I control my situation? What are the things that I can control? And that's what people could do, is they could look around and go, what can I control? Well, I can control my health. Maybe I can't go to the gym, but you know what? YouTube's phenomenal. You can go and do a bunch of push-ups. There's so many people doing certain things. Or like I said, you know what? I want to take on a hobby, or I want to grow within my industry. That's a huge thing for me as a answer my message. Please tell me. I have no clue what you're asking. How are you? Good. You'll have to go back and watch the live, right? To see. I think what we're kind of getting to is we're doing good. I think we are taking the opportunity to grow and take on new things and better ourselves. And so to kind of wrap that up there, yeah. I kind of was like, if I'm in a bad situation, I'm not going to be, I love helping other people. And I think if I'm in a bad place and bad state of mind, I'm no good to myself, and I'm no good to other people around me, and I'm no good to my business and everything like that. So it's important to be aware of things, but also keep yourself lifted and keep yourself active, people. Active's huge. I don't care how, clean your
Yeah.
house, remodel, go for walks, read books, and one thing too is, as much as I love people popping on here and I pop on the social media, but like, try and limit your social media too, because it can suck. Like Facebook in particular can be like, oh my God, you can walk off of watching that and you're like, oh, you'd be crying. It's like, no, go for a walk after that. But yeah. So, well, thank you so much for initiating this. We'll have to follow up or something.
Yeah, of course.
We'll have to do a follow up. You're laughing. Good. Maybe that's a good thing. I'm hoping that's a good laughing emoji. Yeah, we'll have to follow up and see what's happening in a few months from now, right?
Yeah, sure,
We
sure.
right? We got to challenge each other. You're taking on all kinds of things. Me too. We should see. Is there anything in particular that you're taking that you're going to be completing soon? Waving to the people in the chat.
I have some projects to do, related to web development. So I'm just taking that up, and I'm too working on content writing as well. So hopefully that turns up well. So let's see. Maybe that's my goal at the end of the year, to make some good content and put it out. So that is the and maybe in the next few months you will see a lot of content from me. So just putting that up. Maybe that's how I have said as of now. Nothing much. Do the job. Lot of skills that I learned in this pandemic. So if this pandemic was not there, and it is really hard for me to explore myself in a lot of different areas. So it's helped me a lot, I would say.
Cool.
From my side, it has helped a lot to improve my skills. And it most people utilize the time well, but the other downside of the this thing, this pandemic, right? So most people can't get connected to different people, and engage in a lot of different maybe networking dinners or seminars, or most people do that. Usually we have it. Usually we go out and we have seminars weekly, and that's how we connect with people, right? So due to this pandemic, so we are unable to connect with people, but this is another opportunity to go online, right? So if this pandemic was not there, nobody knows how to do an Instagram live, and nobody I never seen so many people putting Instagram live, YouTube, or Facebook, or maybe LinkedIn as well. So most people don't do lives, but in this pandemic, they are going vigorously on doing live. So most people do it, you know yeah, vigorously they do. They come up with the alternative days on picking up topics, and they talk. So most people do that. So this pandemic has boosted a lot of people, I would say, and it has been a good side till now. So hope it continues as well. So yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, we get to do live. See, so. Well, this is so fantastic. Again, I'll say this probably for the 20th time, but I appreciate you reaching out and saying, "Hey, Patrice, will you do this?" And we should, check out the best up there, and make sure. I think everyone should be keeping everyone accountable, and sit down and write down some things you'd like to accomplish, and send it to us, right? Maybe that could be a cool thing, is they can write down what they want to accomplish in the next few months, and send a DM, and maybe in the future or something we could do a live and go, hey, this person accomplished that. That's huge too, guys. One last thing I'd say, so I have to fly in a minute, but write down your goals. That's super, super, super important. Hey, I see some hello, guys. Is write down your goals and think big, right? People don't when you're thinking of goals. I've recently the Grant Cardone, the guy that I did the challenge with, he said this, and it so resonated with me. He said, a lot of times why people give up on their goals is they're not thinking big enough, right? There were some other things, but one big thing was that if your goal isn't big enough that it would change your life dramatically, people tend to not follow through with it. Because if smaller goals were like, oh yeah, we could have that, the reward isn't huge. So to all you fabulous, wonderful people out there, just think big. And then one thing too I've been doing is I've been writing down my goals, and my big goals and my aspirations for the past month. And I couldn't understand why people did that. I was like, you know, people who do that and you're like, why do they do that? Okay, it's cool. Like, I'm all about goals and I'm all about writing things down. But I went in the process of doing this, all of a sudden I was like, oh crap, I know why you're doing this. Because every night, every day, when I'm writing my big goals, right, what I want to accomplish, I want my music in film, TV, and ads. And I'm like, holy crap, when I do that, every day I am forced to think about doing certain actions towards that goal. Every day, every night and every day, it's a reiteration of, oh my God. And the beautiful thing is, as I'm doing this stuff, I'm like, holy crap. Like, I recently just went on and I got some more music signed to some libraries and so forth, which is leading me towards those goals. So all of you guys, don't be afraid to think big. Really, really, really do not be afraid to think big, because I think no one gets, I've said this for years now. I was like, Taylor Swift didn't become Taylor Swift by saying she wanted to be small, like a local artist. Taylor Swift became Taylor Swift by saying she wanted to be a mega superstar and then working her ass off to do those things. 2 seconds there. So that's where I think the think big comes in. And I always feel like I'm a big advocate of think really big, set your goals massively, and then work your butt off. Keep taking action and action and action and action. That will also help you out of this, what's happening in life, right? Being creative. Think of other things you can do. Think of other flows of revenue you can do. All of these things there. But I totally just, I was going somewhere with that. Oh my God, I love when I do this. Action, action, action. Think really big and write them down. And life's going to lead you to where it's going to go. The right things are going to get pulled in. Maybe down the line, it doesn't lead to ultimately where you would intended it. But I've always found that when I've stayed the course, that had really good intention behind it, that life's led to the right kind of things. So, well, this was a pleasure.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Glad to have you on.
Well, thank you for having me. And if fail, take a rest and relax your mind, then starts again. Yeah. I mean, that's the truth, right? We all need to, I don't know. I think it's a combination. I have a harder time, I think, relaxing because I love action. So it's a little harder for me to rest. So even like, yeah, that's for another live, but I totally hear you. I think that there's a lot to be said about, finding your ways to like de-stimulate. I think with the gym that helps me, like getting that energy out there. What's something you do to relax?
I basically play games, so it kind of relieves from my work. So sometimes you get a lot of ideas when you play games. Right? So you just go out of your comfort zone, or you go out of your thought zone of thinking something and doing something, and you again come back to the work and you think the same stuff, but you get a different idea, and if you get a different opinion on certain things, right? So that helped me a lot in many times. So when you go out, so you work for 5 hours. So let's take you work for 5 hours and take a break, a little break, do something, and then come back and do the work. And it gives you, in programming, if you want to solve something, if you are solving some logical problem, it helps us a lot when you relax and then come back and do the stuff. So it has helped me a lot. So that's what we have to do, to relax ourselves and come back and do it. So, and coming back is a difficult part. When you go to relaxation, mindset, and coming back to the work is really difficult. For most people, it is really difficult to come back and do the work. When you they go for relaxation, they complete the entire day doing that. So if you want to watch a Netflix series, and they complete the entire day doing that, and they forgot about the work and they just go with that. So
that's why we're going to keep writing our targets and our goals, right? So this way we don't fall too into relaxation. And we're like, oh, wait, oh, crap, I need to get back on target because I've got this big thing that I need to accomplish. That might pull them back pretty quick. What do you think?
Exactly. I have a diary which I write, every day. Every day I used to track what are the things that I do and which I don't do. So that helps me a lot when you kind of do some relaxation. You take back those and see what you have not done. you have not done, and take those back up, and then again you write it on another day, and then get the job done. So that is the thing that I do, and that's been working out pretty well. So you can even try that. Have a diary and write your do's and don'ts. So like, I want to do this day, but I was unable to complete, or I was able to complete. So that helps you a lot in tracking your progress. Maybe when you do some a long time, programming or projects, you take up that, and you take, you that is kind of a staging thing. So you stage, each and every part of your progress. So you stage one, stage two, stage three, and the final stage. So when you look back, how you attain the stage is what matters a lot. It can help you in the future as well. So when you're stuck in some stage, you look back, and then you come back, and you exactly see and how you came back to that, and how you got the solution, and you can implement in different ways. So that is the easiest way of doing things.
Cool. I love it. I love to-do list. I'm like a huge, like, boom, 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 boom. Thank you so much. You're saying you have good personality. Hopefully, not everyone's gonna always. I'm reading a comment here. Hopefully dropping. I have so much music too. I need to drop some stuff for my guys. Hopefully soon enough. I keep saying that. That's another thing. Don't worry. There's all kinds of things like being grown. Plant lots of seeds and things will grow, right? If you don't plant any seeds, nothing will grow. So sometimes you just go crazy planting the seeds, and then gotta start to put some things out there, because there's been some seeds being planted, and they're starting to grow, and I need to get them out to you guys. But I need to head out. And this was fabulous. So thank you again. Thank you to everyone, all your people. I've seen some of my fabulous people popping on here, and have an awesome evening. And we'll have to catch up in the near future.
Yeah, sure. Glad to have you. Glad to
All
have
right. All right, people, stay busy, stay active, stay lifted. And I'm out. So I just stay safe. Yep, stay safe too, of course. All right, bye.
Bye. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. So next week we might have another live. So until then, take care. Take care of your health. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.